forest pressed in, a suffocating blanket of thorns and shadows. Lost Prince Caius stumbled through the undergrowth, his heart a frantic drum in his chest.
I am alone, utterly alone in this desolate expanse.
Caius tripped over a gnarled root, his cry swallowed by the oppressive silence of the woods.
Just as I felt my hope dwindling, a flicker of light pierced the oppressive darkness.
Hope, fragile yet tenacious, bloomed in Caius's chest. He surged toward the light, his weariness momentarily forgotten. The light grew stronger as Caius pressed onward, its glow a beacon in the encroaching darkness. Each step he took seemed to draw him further into the unknown, the forest's dense canopy closing in around him, guiding him deeper into the forest's shadowy heart. The trees whispered secrets, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers, urging him to continue.
Finally, I stumbled into a clearing, my breath catching as I took in the sight before me.
There, nestled amongst the trees, stood a small cottage. It looked almost out of place, a relic from another time, its weathered walls telling tales of years gone by. Smoke curled from its chimney, painting wispy trails against the darkening sky. The scent of burning wood filled the air, a stark contrast to the damp, earthy smell of the forest.
I am a prince, trained for battle, yet I feel strangely vulnerable. This place, with its eerie calm, unnerves me in ways I cannot explain.
He could not shake the feeling that something was amiss, that the forest was watching him, waiting, that this idyllic scene masked a deeper, more unsettling truth. The silence was almost too perfect, the tranquility too forced.
Hello, is anyone there? My voice echoed, swallowed by the forest's dense foliage.
A moment of silence met his words, then he heard a soft sound from within the cottage, a faint rustling that made his heart race, a gentle melody that sent shivers down his spine. It was hauntingly beautiful, a song that seemed to call to him, pulling him closer to the cottage's door. The cottage door creaked open, revealing a young woman framed against the warm light within.
Welcome, traveler. You seem lost.
I am Caius. I fear I have lost my way in this accursed forest. Could you offer a weary traveler shelter for the night?
Of course, I am Elara. Please, come in. You look as though you could use a warm meal and a night's rest.
Caius hesitated for a moment, his gaze lingering on Elara's enigmatic smile. But his exhaustion outweighed his apprehension, and he stepped across the threshold into the cottage. The cottage was humble but surprisingly cozy. A fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting a warm glow that danced on the walls. The scent of burning wood filled the air, mingling with the faint aroma of herbs hanging from the rafters. It was a place that spoke of comfort and safety, a stark contrast to the world outside.
You are a long way from civilization, Caius. What brings you to this desolate place? The forest is not kind to strangers, and few dare to venture this deep.
I am on a quest, a matter of great importance. My journey has led me here, to the heart of this ancient forest. I seek answers that only this place can provide.
This forest is ancient and unforgiving. It holds many secrets, some best left undisturbed. The trees whisper of old magic and forgotten tales. Tread carefully, for not all who enter find their way out.
What do you know of these secrets, Elara? You live here, alone in this wilderness. You must know more than you reveal. The forest speaks to those who listen, and you have been here long enough to understand its language.
Elara's smile faltered, a fleeting shadow crossing her features. Her eyes, usually so bright, seemed to darken with the weight of unspoken memories.
I have lived here for many years. It is a place of peace, of solitude. I seek no company, nor do I offer it lightly. The forest has its own way of keeping secrets, and I have learned to respect its silence.
Her words hung in the air, heavy with unspoken meaning. The forest seemed to echo her sentiment, its misty depths concealing more than just shadows. It was a place where the past lingered and the future was uncertain. Caius studied Elara's downcast face, his curiosity piqued.
You are an enigma, Elara. I confess I am intrigued.
Elara's gaze snapped up to meet his, a flicker of something akin to fear flashing in their depths.
You must be weary, Caius. I will show you to your room.
She moved with an urgency that bordered on panic, her back to Caius as she led him down a narrow hallway.
What is that sound?
Elara froze, her back still to him. Her shoulders began to tremble and a choked sob escaped her lips.
You should not be here, Caius. This place is shrouded in darkness and despair, a realm where the living do not belong. This is not a place for the living. The air here is thick with sorrow and the whispers of the lost.
She turned, her face pale and drawn, as if the very life had been drained from her. Her emerald eyes shone with a strange, unsettling light, a glimmer of something otherworldly and haunting.
What have you done? What dark magic have you invoked to bring us to this forsaken place?
I had no choice, Caius. The fates have woven a cruel tapestry, and I am but a thread in their design. You were never meant to find me. This secret was to remain hidden, buried deep within the shadows. No man can know my secret and live. The knowledge is a curse, a burden too great to bear.
A strangled gasp escaped Ilara's lips as she flung open the door to the room at the end of the hall. The air was thick with the scent of decay. The room was filled with bones, a macabre collection of the fallen. The skeletal remains of countless men, their lives claimed by the darkness that dwelled within her.
I am Ilara, and this is my curse. To walk this earth, forever bound to the shadows, to lure men to their deaths with my song, a melody woven with sorrow and vengeance, to avenge the wrongs inflicted upon me by a cruel and heartless world, a world that showed me no mercy.
As darkness closed in around him, Caius felt the weight of his fate pressing down upon him. Caius saw his own reflection in Ilara's eyes, a flicker of fear, then acceptance. He understood the inevitability of his doom. He had fallen prey to her deadly song, a siren's call that led him to his end. The forest echoed with the silence of his final breath.